One love, God bless. Fire Nelson here, and today is Sunday service where we flip through the Bible, pick a random verse, and see where I highlighted it. And so let's get into it. You know, maybe this message might be for you because, like I said, it's completely random. So let's see. All right, so this one's short and sweet. It's Psalms 34, verse 19. Many are afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Wow. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Short, sweet, very powerful, you know. This is what I highlighted right here. Just that. So, sometimes I know why I highlight things, sometimes I don't. But that's the one I highlighted. So, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. That is honestly a very, very true statement. And it's many afflictions. I love how they put that. Many things happen to the righteousness. You know, sometimes many things affect us, but we're not really suffering because we know what? We know the divine truth that the Most High is always looking out for us, always pushing us to our best and highest version. You know, this Psalm 34 verse, Psalms 34, I've had a brain fart. What is it? Chapter 19, verse 19. There you go. Psalms 34, verse 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. This is something that is a universal truth. For if you completely trust this consciousness, completely trust this statement here, then your actual outer circumstances will align exactly with what it's saying here. It's a beautiful, beautiful statement, actually, to realize that everything that you go through, you have made it through. If you look in your past and you have seen, you know, some terrible days in your past, you realize, oh, I'm here right now. You know, you realize you made it through. So why would the Lord give up on you now? Why would the Most High give up on you now? You've seen how much the world has gone through, how much suffering people go through, and you're still here. You're still able to watch this video. You're still able to, you know, understand that there's a bigger reason to this universe, because you wouldn't be watching these types of videos if you didn't. You understand that there is a calling for you, that there is a path sometimes laid out for people if they want to take it. But of course, there's an easier path if people want to take it too. That easy path is full with lots of, you know, trips and traps and wickedness and sin and stuff like this, and fake gold and false riches. But it's easy too. That path is easy. But there's a different path. A path of righteousness, a path of holiness, a path of following the Ten Commandments, a path of following just the law of the universe, the law of the Most High, the law of the divine. There's a different path when you live righteously and you see the blessings. Instead of just living through life, you actually see the blessings through life. Instead of just saying, oh, I can't believe I made it through that, I was lucky, you actually see how you've been taken care of through that. No, you didn't get through that because of luck. You were delivered from that. There was a hand that was placed so that you could get through that situation, so that person could change and not have that bad situation happen to you. There's been many times where you might think that your life could have ended, and just a few switches, all of a sudden everything just changes. There's been many times where you thought you'd be destitute on the streets, and just all of a sudden with a few switches, there's been some lenience. The landlord lets you get another month in. You get some more money come in. You figure out a way. And life is like that in so many situations. We think, okay, this is it. Okay, this is the emotions I'm going to be feeling forever. This is the lifestyle I'm going to be living forever. I'm going to always just be seeing people live life while I am here suffering. But that's not what life truly is. It's only when we figure this out for ourselves, though, that we are able to truly appreciate life. It's only when we really know that many afflictions of the righteous, yes, but the Lord delivereth him out of all. It's only when we realize that living that righteous way that they're talking about is what's going to help deliver us. It's what's going to help us be brought out of this depression, out of this, fear life base, this greed life base, this life of continuous suffering, and you just don't know why you're just on this hamster wheel of problems and then a little bit of good times and then problems and a little bit of good times, a little bit of money, no money, a little bit of money, no money, no money, no money. We don't need to stay in this type of cycle of life where we're constantly suffering and worrying and stressing about the same things we were last week or last month. There is a solution. There is a solution to all these problems. It takes action, of course. It doesn't take just you praying alone. It doesn't take you just meditating alone. But it takes you doing these things so that you have that divine connection, so you're able to see blessings when they come and you're able to appreciate these blessings. Because when you have that appreciation, when you build that trust and that divine appreciation for the Lord, that's when more blessings are able to become to you. When you open yourself up mentally, physically, and spiritually like a flower does, that's when more blessings come to you. That's when you can not only bless yourself, but bless others. You can pollinate, we can help the whole ecosystem when we become fully bloom in our awareness. We have to be fully righteous to be able to have this trust, though. If we know there is some sin within us, if we know that we just did this thing today, last week, last month, and we have not repented for it, we have not faced it, at least in our own meditation, in our own prayers, then of course we're not going to always just have that divine trust, that full trust that everything is going to work out. And if we don't have that full trust, that full faith in the Most High, then the Most High might not always come through, but the Most High is always going to come through fully. Just not, I might add, always come through exactly when you think that they are. Sometimes the Most High is going to put a little extra hurdles in front of you, a little extra lessons in front of your face, because you're not seeing. Sometimes the Most High has to really put stuff in front of your face and make it obvious, because we have been stuck in this way of needing this for us to be able to truly see. We have to wait until there's some serious situation happens before we want to live righteous, before we want to look deeper within and realize, oh, maybe there's something else to this life than what I'm just thinking. Maybe I don't have it all figured out. Maybe my parents don't have it all figured out. Maybe my neighbors don't have it all figured out. Maybe my friends don't have it all figured out. Maybe nobody has it all figured out. So let's keep on learning. That's where you need to get to. Nobody has it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out. I've never met anybody who has it all figured out. I've never even met a perfect, spiritual person. When I do some deep digging, there's always something. So there's always some more to learn. There's always more awareness that can be attained until we are a perfect example of Christ consciousness, until we are a perfect example of what the Most High has embodied through, the prophets' teachings, from the Most High's apostles' teachings. We want to embody the same type of mindset that Christ has, that's ready to give their life for the Most High. When you give your life and you surrender your old life, your old self, your old habits that you know are toxic and no longer benefiting you in the ways that are spiritually, mentally, and physically uplifting, Whether you think it is or not, if you know that it's something you should not be doing, when you are able to cut this out of your life, the Most High will bless you in many different ways. The Most High will show you how you have been blocking blessings coming for you, mentally, physically, and spiritually. There's so much energy for you to use. There's so much positivity for you to have. There's so much serenity for you to attain, but we have to release some of these habits that are blocking us from living our completely righteous life. Whether it's what we eat, whether it's what we watch, whether it's what we speak, whether it's what we listen to, we have to live in this righteous way. It's not let me do it this day, the next day I'm gonna have a cheat day. No, we need this. It's a lack right now. There's so much just wicked mindsets in this world, and the men are the worst off. So if you're a male watching this, you should be doing the utmost to live righteous, to be the utmost non-perverse, to be the utmost, non-greedy, to be the utmost non-violent, to be the utmost peaceful, serene. We have to set the examples, because the men have the strength in this world. Unfortunately, the women have divine, essence naturally within them. They have that divine connection naturally within them, but society has pulled them more and more away from this connection. And then most of society is ran by corrupt men who just want to, demonize society and women and want to make them less than what they know that they are internally, spiritually, and just make them a form of sexuality, make them a form of an object. It makes me even wonder in these scriptures how much was cut out during the times of the divine women and the divine presence and what they have done. Because I know that there is an essence within the women, because I can tell, you can see it within a woman. They have a different peacefulness about them, a different humbleness about them, a innate righteousness about them. It takes a lot for a woman to become wicked. It takes a lot of hurt for them to become, someone who hurts. So men, we have to live righteous in a more active way. We have to have true awareness of what we do, because we're the ones who 9 times out of 10 are leading the unrighteousness. We do not trust in the Lord as much as so many people say they do. A lot of people might say they believe in the Most High to your face, and then behind your back they're doing whatever they want to do and just not living in line with exactly what they're saying. A lot of people just talk the talk. We have to set the example, every single one of us, man, women, any type of person. We have to set the example at all times that righteousness is great. Righteousness is the thing to be. Righteousness is the thing to do. Righteousness is better than any of these other trends and fads and, whatever. And it's not about restricting anybody's freedoms. It's about disciplining yourselves so that you can live rightfully, and there can be an actual harmony within life, so that this person is acting the same accordance that you're acting, and you don't have to fear the next person. You don't have to worry about the next person. You don't have to do any of these things, because they're following the same laws that you are. And those laws are spiritual laws, not just the laws of man. They're actual laws that are bringing unification into your life. They're actual laws that are helping you appreciate the world for what it is. They're actual laws that are keeping you in balance. I'm not talking about the sacrificing and stuff and sacrificing goats and all this stuff that's, written in the text and all that. I'm talking about the 10 Commandments type of laws, the keeping the Sabbath, the do not lie, do not steal, do not gossip, do not commit adultery, do not lust after another person's things. Don't kill. Love thy neighbor as thyself. We need to hold all these commandments and these laws in line. We don't need to fall into the trap of society and what society has rewritten and, reorchestrated in this world. Don't fall into the Maya. Just because things sound sweet, just because things taste sweet even, doesn't mean it's good for you. We know what candy does for us if we would just eat candy all day, every day. It's not going to be a good outcome. If we just ate salty things all day, every day, it's not going to be a good outcome. Just because some things seem like they are good for you or taste like they're good for you doesn't mean it's good for you. Just because some music even sounds good doesn't mean it's good for you. There's serious negative frequencies going out in the music, whether it's verbally and sometimes it's just audibly, just the actual beats use frequencies that to affect you in negative ways. If you think of scary movies, when those scary sounds come on, these beats are using these same types of things to give you anxiety, give you depression, give you fear. But they do it subtly in the backgrounds and stuff like this. You can look it up. Everything I speak, I know that it's the truth. So we have to focus on living righteously. Every single one of us, it's a actual effort in this world, because we live in a world that is so indulged into craziness, wickedness, sin, whatever you want to call it. But we live in a world that's going to offset us from the path if we just fall into the ways, or we just think that we have to keep up with our, social media presence or this presence, or, how we think that we're supposed to be, or we're trying to keep up with this trend or this fashion ways. We just have to realize that the only people we need to keep up with is the divine. That's it. We need to just keep up with what the Most High is calling us to do. Help people along the way. Be a blessing and be blessed along the way, and be thankful and gracious. Everything that's going in your life is going on for a reason. It's for you to see and become your highest potential. Everything in this life is beautiful and blessed, and if you're seeing people around you suffer, you don't have to suffer. If you see situations in your life that are going wrong, you don't have to suffer. If you see things all around you even crashing, and you're homeless and you're really just going through it right now, you don't have to suffer. Stay positive. Stay aware that you are looking at blessings everywhere you look. Look at the trees and how strong and how beautiful they grow. Look at how the birds and how they fly. Look at the grass and how it grows. Look how, cheap we can get certain foods and fruits and vegetables from stores. Regardless, whatever you're going through, there's a situation, there's a solution that will get you out of it, that will keep you going until your blessings are coming. But just stay strong during those times. Maybe if you really are going through something, maybe fast. Take time to really pray a lot of times throughout the day, but you want to be fasting and praying and meditating. So you're really building that connection with the Most High, because sometimes the Most High pushes us and makes us go through certain things, because the Most High knows that we're supposed to be righteous. The Most High knows that our heart and our spirit is righteous, but we just live in an environment of wickedness and sin. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. We have to be delivered out of this sin. We have to be delivered out of the ways of society and how Babylon has tricked us to make us think that, everything that glitters is gold. Everything that glitters isn't gold. Everything that we see isn't real. Everything that we are, shown that rich people are this happy and, this is the best way to live. And if you want to be successful, you have to work till you're 65 and then get a retirement package. Everything that we see isn't actually what it is. Everything that we experience in this life even isn't what it actually is until we have a true awareness and are able to take a step back and see things from the Most High's perspective, see things for what it truly is which is just something that's happening to us, happening for us, truly, not to us. It's happening for us just to see and witness. We are just the observer. We don't have to get caught up and get angry anymore. We know the Lord delivereth him out of all. We know the Most High is always with us, always present in our lives. So there's no need to get angry anymore. There's no need to get, stressed out and worried and anxious about things anymore. Just know that whatever situation you're going through, as long as you're using wisdom about it, don't go into a gunfight and think, okay, I'm just about to chill and relax and, everything's all right. No, stay away from the gunfights, But everything that we go through in life, everything that we that is being put into our life even is for a reason, it's for a lesson, and it's for a blessing that's supposed to be manifested in whatever way it's supposed to be manifested. But we have to be patient, we have to be obedient, we have to be disciplined, and you will find joy out of doing these things. It may seem tough at first, I'm not gonna lie. It may seem hard. It may seem like we're working at it and we're, being fake or being something that we're not. But that's because we have to change from who we were. The old us has to be delivered into the new self, into the true self, into the self that you were before you were indoctrinated with so much of these, habits of society. The pure you, the true you. You that doesn't care about social media. You who doesn't care about if this friend likes you or this friend likes you. When you're a baby, you don't care about if everybody likes you. You just want everything to be righteous and you want to be able to speak your truth. That's what a baby wants. It doesn't want to live around no unrighteousness. Baby doesn't want no screaming around. Baby doesn't want to be hit. The baby doesn't want to be yelled at. The baby doesn't want to be, scolded. The baby doesn't want to have to work, 10 hours a day. The baby doesn't want to do none of these things. The baby just wants to live, feed, have righteousness around it, peace around it, and then, go to sleep. Relax, be joyful. This is how we're supposed to feel when we realize that we are being cared for by the Most High at all times. The Almighty is always nurturing us. The Almighty is always being a succor to our needs, making sure that everything that we need is taken care of. But we just have to stay patient. Don't be selfish. Don't be constantly wanting. Don't be constantly thinking you need something else after you get something. Be appreciative. Be grateful. Be generous. Give back. If you see that you are blessed tenfold, which the Most High always does, give back at least half. Give back at least 1/3. Is that more than a half? I'm sorry. It's early. But give back. Make sure that you are being a presence. Make sure that you are being a beacon, a true light, shining, This is our purpose. This is what we're here for. Many afflictions are the righteous. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Don't worry about what you're going through. The Lord is going to make you go through it. The Lord is going to make you get through it. And the Lord is going to make you get better. And so the next time situations like this happen into your life, you don't handle it the way that you used to. You don't stress about it the way that you used to. Everything happens perfectly when you are aware and you're conscious that the Most High is always guiding you to your best and highest self. So if you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, share. And I appreciate everybody that's already done that. And I hope you have a blessed Sunday. And don't worry, anything you're going through, the Most High is going to get you through it. It's not like pick and choose, whatever, this and that. It's Even if sometimes if you're not living fully righteous, the Most High still will get you through it. The Most High is very generous, very patient. But we have to live righteous. Not as righteous as we can. Live righteous. Be an influence for others. Be a shepherd for others, because we need it in this world. This world is sick. This world is, full of wicked mindsets. Toxic mindsets that are being profited left and right. Toxic companies that are getting profits left and right. But we can be a beacon. It takes one person at a time. Live righteous, and the Lord will deliver you out of anything you're going through faster than you ever have seen. One love.